sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Titan football. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now he'll get to use his legs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. This defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
First down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Jackson. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taysom Hill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead out to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Cpittt on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now Minshew. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores. as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Right back to Swift again on second down. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 69 yards.
And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Being chased out left. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew. And that is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Option play, and Hill will keep it. Open space inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taysom Hill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On Now the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now it's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the